What's going on, everyone? This is Slackerman with another diecast model review. Today we are looking at the Forces of Valor Huey helicopter from the Vietnam 1968 era. I have to say this is kind of a rare model. Forces of Valor is a great diecast model company. I don't think they make any more newer models, and this is one I've always wanted to pick up. I'm a big fan of the Huey helicopter, especially the Vietnam era, and this is the one that I wanted the most. But again, since this is an older model and Forces of Valor is getting pretty hard to find, I couldn't get it until I finally saw it pop up on eBay. It was a little pricey, but I decided to get it just because this is one I really wanted. I have to say, it's definitely worth the money, and it's a very cool model. I probably shouldn't have paid as much as I did for it, but I am glad that I finally have it. The seller that I bought it from, obviously I bought it loose, so I don't have the box. It looks like he took decent care of it. It was pretty dusty. I had to clean it. Some of the different details are bent, so I have to kind of unbend them. But overall, it's in pretty good shape. So let's take a look. As far as packaging, I can't really show you packaging, so you can just Google what it came in. I think it just came in a blister box. You do get your Unimax Forces of Valor display stand. This actually has a writing on it, so it says US UH-1D Huey, Vietnam, 1968. The biggest draw for me for getting this Huey model, one was the size. This is a 1/48 scale, but to me it feels more like a 1/72. Obviously a 1/72 Huey, because the Huey was a smaller helicopter. Usually a 1/72 scale Huey is around 6 inches, where this is obviously bigger, but it feels to me like it would fit in with the 1/72 collection. It's not too big. So normally I would not buy a 1/48 scale, but for this it kind of works. The big draw though was Forces of Valor is one of the few companies, model companies, that actually puts a crew or pilots in their models. So you can see here that you have a pilot and co-pilot, but the biggest draw for me was having the Huey door gunners. So you can see that they actually sculpted in a door gunner with a M60 machine gun. You can actually see the bullets going into the drum, so that's very cool. The inside, you can see that they sculpted in the kind of jump seat there, and inside the Huey with the door gunner, so again, very cool. You have a door gunner on each side, so there's the other side. His gun is a little bent, so I kind of have to heat that up and unbend it. As far as the model itself, again, usually Forces of Valor does a great job with their models, and for this one, it's the same deal. So you have the green lens windshields or roof shields, whatever you call those things, so that's nicely done. Again, the windshield, nice and clear. I had to clean it. It was a little dusty, but you have your windshield wipers, the big Huey nose, and then you have the kind of glass under their feet so they can see. And again, the cockpit is detailed. You can see the pedals there, and if you look inside, you can actually see the consoles all painted up, which is very cool. Put this back on its stand. If I can do it one-handed, I can. Again, looking at the top, I like the different, the standard olive drab that the Hueys were in. Then you have this kind of black. The big rotors are nice. They're a little bent, but again, I can kind of straighten that out. Taking a look at the side, you have Navy, and again, with Forces of Valor, with the sculpt, you can see all of the rivets, the bolts, all the panel lining, everything looks nice. Here, it looks like this seller had put on like a water decal, which you can see there. It looks okay, I guess. Right here, you can see the door for the Huey actually slid open, which is cool. Most Huey models, again, have the door closed with no gunners. I think this is the only Huey model that actually includes the Huey door gunner, so that's very cool. Up top is the engine. I just want to be careful when I set this down. You can actually lift up. If I could do it one-handed, probably not. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. You can actually lift up the engine compartment, so you can see inside to the engine, so that's very cool. Again, taking a look at the back, you have the big exhaust. The tail fin here, you have just a little decal, looks like that he put on there. And then again, on each side it says Navy. And here's just a shot of it from up front, from the side, again showing off the Huey door gunner. So very cool. So overall, I think this is a great model. Unfortunately, I bought this used, so some pieces are bent. There's a few little cracks. Obviously, my My M60 on this side is bent, so I got to kind of unwarp that. It is a soft plastic though, but overall this is a great model. I love the size of it. It's not too big, just right, and the biggest draw for me is including the actual crew, so the pilots and the 2 door gunners. So definitely worth getting. It is hard to find. I don't think I've ever seen one until I saw this pop up on eBay. So if you can find it, it's definitely worth getting. I wouldn't pay a ton of money for it, but if you can find one for a good deal, I would definitely pick it up. So this is easily a 5 out of 5 for me. So hope everyone liked the video, and thanks a lot for watching. Bye.